Welcome to the OTOP series, and it stands for One Target, One Purpose. On every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Singapore time or Hong Kong time, we're going to share with you one very potential counter that could come from all over the world, any exchanges around the world. Alright, it could be a stock market, it could be FX, or it could be ETF, it could be a futures product, it could be anything. So stay tuned with us. Monday morning, 9 a.m. Log on to us, subscribe, and I shall be back. Hi, this is the OTOP 91, alright, 91, and for the week 2nd May, 2022, and I am in Singapore right now here, and today is a holiday. It's a holiday in replacement for May Day, and we have a long weekend. Even tomorrow is a holiday, but then again, despite the long weekend, you will never walk alone, and OTOP here is still going to give you the market tips on every Monday morning, 9 a.m. So stay tuned for 10 minutes, and very quickly we're going to move into this episode OTOP 91 to share with you what we're going to talk about. Alright, on last Friday we have seen the Dow Jones plummeted down again, closing price with a loss of 939 points. Alright, at a price of 32,977, that's the closing price. Well, S&P was down 155, okay, and Nasdaq also plunged 536 points, which affected all the high-tech stocks. Alright, so let's take a look at the gold prices. Okay, surprisingly, gold prices weakened, but it did not plunge a lot, although the dollar index was skyrocketing. Alright, dollar index almost reached 104 on last week, okay, Thursday and Friday, and 104 at almost 104 was the last high we saw sometime in March year 2020. Alright, that's 2 years ago, before the dollar index came down. So when dollar index was strengthening, moving up, the commodities like gold and crude oil prices usually will come off, but gold prices actually were holding well in the region of $1,900 per ounce. So we are still pretty optimistic in holding gold prices for the long term, as you can see here. Okay, closing price 1896. Well, WTI crude prices in the US market traded at 104 and 11 cents per barrel on Friday closing. Okay, but on this week, what we're going to talk about is very interesting, because we all see that May has started, and all the while we are talking about May, stock prices will come off, well, commodities will be softened. Well, so what is the choice that we have for this week, 2nd May? Stay tuned. Okay, let's go back and revise quickly on last week, what we talked about in OTOP 91. Last week we were talking about a S down, and that was an inverse Dow Jones, because we felt that the Dow Jones, okay, is softening and coming down, so it's good, and you should be looking at S down. And in fact, it was a bingo. Alright, on last week, if you have followed our tips and bought anywhere near at the price of maybe 30, well, at least for the whole week, you have up 2 points, and we are looking at the S down will continue to go higher, perhaps anywhere up to 35, okay, or even 37. Okay, that's of course when Dow Jones continue to plunge this week, especially, well, we're going to meet FOMC meeting on this week, Wednesday night and Thursday night in the Asian hours. Alright, so keep on with this S down. Very good luck to all of you who have got into this S down. So this week, what are we going to talk about? Well, before that, I am going to show you on dollar index what exactly is the market doing. Okay, take a look at this dollar index. It was near the 104 high, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, 103.94, perhaps on last week high. And if you look at the month chart, okay, the last time we saw the high was in March year 2020 and in January 21/7. Alright, so we are seeing a super top here. But personally, if you ask me, I think the dollar index has been going up too high. It has threatened the euro currencies, because US trades directly inverse to euro currency as one of the biggest counterbalance, and we are also seeing the dollar yen, which is Japanese yen, also going up to a very high level, okay, that was not commonly seen in many years. Okay, let's take a look at dollar yen. Okay, if we look at this, well, trading in the region of almost 132 at 131 plus, and the last time we saw this high was when? That's a long time ago, 2002. Oh my God, that's about 20 years ago. So as what we have mentioned on last two OTOP, we foresee that because a very strong dollar, the dollar is over edging, and it's affecting a lot on Japanese yen and euros as a direct counterbalance. So we are actually expecting the dollar to be reversing down very, very soon. If not this year, it'll be next week. So if the dollar weakens and starts to reverse downwards, what is going to be a good direct hedge will be exactly on euro currency or yen. But this week, OTOP 91, we're going to talk about just one currency, okay, one target, one purpose. And dollar weakening, we are just going to talk about euro. Okay, euro, sometime back we talked about this ETF, but I think it's really worthwhile to go back and take a second look, okay, at this, which is the ETF of the euro currency that moves directly inversely to dollar. Alright, so when dollar is weakening, okay, we should be looking at this FXE, long euro ETF. Alright, if we look at this Invesco currency shares, okay, which reflects directly on the euro currency movement, this is an ETF, although, well, on Friday it's trading at about the price of about 97.75. Okay, in fact, we think that the downside has got not much to lose. The room is limited, even though if it goes up to 95 or 94. But the potential rebound on the coming weeks, it could be this week, it could be next week, all right, depending on the outcome of FOMC. And once the euro rebounds, that means this FXE euro ETF has got a lot of potential and easily could be going back up to the region of 100 or even 102 or even higher, or even on another midterm. So FXE is what we're going to take okay, on our portfolio this week, and pay attention on this, okay, on the context of USD carrying a potential weakening. Alright, so this week OTOP 91 is all about this very simple instrument which does not take you a lot of fun to invest or to look at it, but you'll be surprised that once the dollar reverses down, FXE is something that could be paying you, well, for good shopping fee. Right, stay tuned and come back again on next week. Alright, 9 AM Singapore time or Hong Kong time. Remember that we'll always be here and walk with you. Stay tuned.